Good day, mathmagicians! Are you ready for a magical math adventure? Don't worry, I got you. This is your mathmagician teacher, Ms. Amira. Today, we are going to explore the math world and discover how magic can be seen through math. If you're ready, get your pencil wands and your paper full of math spells and come with me to the magical world of numbers. Before we begin our adventure, let us check first our million box if we have a letter. Because when it comes to math problems, mathagicians have plenty of mails. Dear mathagicians, my name is Carter. My mom said I could decorate the floor of my room, but I should know first how many tiles I need. But I don't know how. Will you help me? Do you want to help Carter with his problem? Of course, mathagicians always help. But how do we help Carter? In order to help him, we must learn first the basics. So, let's go to our classroom. Today, we will learn these things. First, illustrates area as a measure of how much surface is covered or occupied by a plane figure. Second, finds the area of a given figure using square tile units. Example, the number of square tiles in each shape. And third, solves routine and non-routine problems involving any figure. We are going to learn about area. What is area? An area is the space inside the shape. Say for example, we have here a square and we want to find out how much space is inside of this square. That is area. But wait, didn't we already learn about the space in a shape? Yes, we did. But that was perimeter. Let's take a look at the square again. The space outside the shape is what we call perimeter. But the space inside the shape is what we call area. So how do we measure area? We measure it using square units. Now let's try to find the area of this shape. What shape is this? Yes, very good. This is a square. So we want to find the space inside the square. And how do we measure it? Using square units. Do you know how much space is inside this shape? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the area of this shape? Correct! 4 square units. What about this one? Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is the area of this shape? Very good. 8 square units. What about this one? Can you find the area of this shape? Very good. This shape's area is 9 square units. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the area of this shape again? 9 square units. Very good. What about this shape? Can you find the area of this shape by counting on your own? Very good. What is the area of this shape? The area of this shape is 12 square units. And how did we find that? We count. So let us count all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is the area of this shape again? Very good. 12 square units. Now the shapes that you saw are what we call regular shapes. Now, let us look at the area of irregular shapes. When we say regular shapes, say for example, the square and the rectangle. And when we say irregular shapes, these are the shapes that are neither square or neither rectangle. So let's find the area of irregular shapes. What is the area of this shape? How do we do that? Same with what we did previously. We just have to count the square units in each shape. So let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So what is the area of this irregular shape? Very good. It's 14 square units. Now, find the area of this irregular shape. How do we do that again? We just count the square units in each shape. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How many squares are there in this shape? Very good. There are 10 squares. So therefore, number 10 is the number of square tiles in the shape. What is the area of this shape? Very good. 10 square units. What about this shape? Can you find the area of this shape? Very good. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what is the area of this shape? 11 square units. Very good. Now, you are going to count on your own and you are going to find the area of this irregular shape. Can you do that? Very good. Now, find the area of this irregular shape. What is the area of this shape? Very good. 14 square units. Because if we count the squares inside the shape, how many will we get? Very good. 14. Now, find the area of this shape again by counting on your own. Can you do that? Very good. So find the area of this shape. What is the area of this shape? Very good. The area of this shape is 7 square units. How did we do that? We just count the squares in each shape. Now for the last one. Find the area of this shape. How many squares did you count? Very good, 17. So what is the area of this shape? 17 square units. What a good math magician you are! That was easy, right? But what if we are told to get the area of a shape, but we can't see the squares inside? Like this one. How do we find the area of this shape? That's very easy. To find the area of a shape that we can't see the squares inside, we need to use multiplication. Do you remember what multiplication is? Let's see. If you remember what multiplication is, what do you call this sign? Very good. This is the X sign, or what we call the times sign, and we use it to multiply numbers. Now, how do we find the area of a shape using multiplication? To find the area of a square or a rectangle, we need to multiply its length and its width. Let's take a look at this shape. What shape is this? Square. Very good. Now, this is the length and the width of this square. Did you notice something? Yes, the length and the width of a square are the same, meaning they have the same length, the same size. Now, what shape is this? Very good. It's a rectangle. Can you identify the length and the width of this rectangle? Very good. This is the length and this is the width. Unlike the square, the length of the rectangle is longer than its width. So if we take a closer look at both of the shapes, this is a square and this is a rectangle, we will see the difference. Do you know now the difference between a square and a rectangle? Excellent! Now, let's find the area. Suppose we have this rectangle that has a length of 5 meters and a width of 1 meter. How do we find its area? Let's multiply the length and width. It will be 5 times 1. How many is 5 times 1? Excellent! The answer is 5. So what is the area of this rectangle? Very good. The area of this rectangle is 5 meters squared. The small number 2 sign here that you see means that this rectangle has an area of 5 square meters. What about this one? The length is 4 centimeters and the width is 2 centimeters. How do we find the area? We multiply. And what numbers are we going to multiply? Very good. 4 and 2. So that will be 4 times 2. And what is the answer? Very good. The answer is 8. So what is the area of this rectangle? The area of this rectangle is 8 centimeters square, or 8 square centimeters. And what is the meaning of this little 2 here? It means that this rectangle has 8 square centimeters. Now, what is the area of this square? This square has a length and width of 2 feet. Now remember, a square has equal sides, so the measurement of its length and width are the same. How do we find the area? We multiply the numbers. Length is 2 feet and width is 2 feet. So that will be 2 times 2. And what is 2 times 2? Very good. It's 4. So what is the area of this square? The area of this square is 4 feet squared. Now, can you do it on your own? Very good. Now, find the area of this square. It has a length and width of 3 feet. How do we find the area again? We multiply. So what numbers are you going to multiply? Very good. It's 3 times 3. Now, solve it on your own. Did you get the answer? Very good. What is 3 times 3? The answer is 9. So 9 is the area of this square. What is again the area of this square? It's 9 feet squared. Now, before we help Carter, I need to know first if you learned something. So, you are going to find the area of these 5 shapes. Now, let's check your answers if they are correct. So what is the answer in number 1? What is the area of the shape? Very good. 6 square units. What about number 2? Very good. The area is 7 square units. What about number 3? The area is 10 square units. What about number 4? The area is 3 square units. And what about number 5? The area is 5 square units. Now, how did you find the area of those shapes? Easy. You just counted the squares in each shape. Now, let's go to the hard part. You are going to find the area of these shapes using multiplication. Now, let's check your answers. What is the area in number 1? That would be 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 is equals to 16. Very good. What about in number 2? 3 times 4. What is the area of the shape? 12 square units. Very good. What about number 3? That's 2 times 5. What's the area of number 3? Very good. 10 square units. And what about number 4? 3 times 5. What's the area? Very good. 15 square units. Now for the last number, that's 7 times 1. What's the area of the last number? Very good. 7 square units. Very good, math magicians. You correctly answered those 10 questions. I think you are ready to help Carter. Now let's go right to Carter. Dear Carter, I have read your letter and I have learned how to find the area of your room so that you will know how many tiles you need in order to cover it. Based from the illustration of your room, you just need to count the squares inside the room. So if you count the squares inside your room, it will be 20. So you will need 20 tiles to cover the entire floor of your room. I hope we, the math magicians, have helped you in your math problem. I hope to read your next letter again, and I hope to help you once again. In case you need help, just write us a letter. Take care and have a wonderful day. So, math magicians, what did we learn today? Today, we learned about how to find the area of a shape using square units and using multiplication. Remember, we can find the area of a shape by counting the square units inside the shape. But if we cannot see the square units inside the shape, we need to use multiplication. We need to multiply the length and the width of the shape. How was our math adventure today? Was it fun? Excellent! I hope to be with you again to solve another math problem. This has been your math magician, Ms. Amira, and I hope to help you next time. Goodbye! See you again!